You're enjoying your music. Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We are still blending.
Okay. We are patient.
It does help us if you say what you see, feel, or sense.
Okay. Yes. I saw earlier, I squinted my view and I felt like there was like more than one face quite quickly over the face of the medium. But there were several people looking into the room.
Lots of changes of faces, from a long face to a short face to a young face to an old face, and almost like eyes were open, eyes were closed.
Yeah.
Lots of changes.
Yeah.
Hair colour, a more prominent nose, larger forehead.
The neck keeps changing as well, I think. The temperature of the room tonight is considerably cold.
Yeah.
I can feel it dropping quite suddenly.
Yes.
Yeah, from the knees down.
Yeah, I agree. It seems to hover around like the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, sometimes the eyes look like lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, as you've said that, John, they seem to be more so. Oh wow, look at this. This is like visible changes in front of our eyes
Yes.
of the medium's face. That's quite something, Spirit. That's amazing.
Wow.
Wowee.
That's amazing.
Wow. Sometimes it's hard to realise what you see because it's like, whoa.
It's quite quickly.
You have to blink.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very beautiful, isn't it?
Very beautiful.
Now, I don't know whether it's just the shadow or not, but the medium's hair has gone jet black on the top of it.
Definitely. Yes.
You will be so pleased.
He'll be so pleased.
But it really does look like jet black. Of course, the medium's hair is white. The shape of the nose has changed.
He prefers salt and pepper, I assure you.
I've seen a lot of changes in the ears tonight.
Hasn't me?
Yeah.
I didn't say it. But
Yeah.
yes.
Just kind of went quite pointed
Yeah.
at one time.
Yeah, been small.
Yeah.
Like
And they get flat
stocky
against
ears.
their heads.
Stocky ears.
They're changing a lot, aren't they? The effects on them. Yeah.
We have spot coming
Maybe.
in. The spirit will tell you what they do.
Well, that's one of the questions I just said out to Sash. If the collective, some of the collective have never incarnated here, would we be able to ever see
Yes.
The
Good
other
question, John.
dimension being?
Oh, yeah. Fabulous.
Because I think I've seen
Well,
something
eyes
tonight, but
opening
I'm not
again.
sure.
I think you're right. Also an acknowledgement of the medium's hands, because it's a bit odd that I'm seeing on the left hand side of some of those. Where's the fingers gone? Yeah, this way he's sitting.
So it's like he's
There's like two prominent, long, elongated fingers, almost. Oh my gosh, can you see it?
Loads of energy in his
Starting to
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
finger's starting to grow.
Yes. Oh yes, getting longer, isn't
It's longer than the other one now, and there's a very strange look to it.
It's like,
Dark, isn't it? Like a dark
Yeah.
shadow.
it's
like-
like a crab claw.
I agree.
Isn't it?
That's
It's really cool. Yeah.
That's
But
quite
maybe that's going to
strange.
answer my question.
Well, yes. Wow, that looks non-earthly. Look at that. Is this really changing the hand? And the arm looks a little bit odd.
His fingers are well long now.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Tell you? This is the second one that's growing far longer than the others, so you can see like a contrast. Because they were the same size a minute ago.
I know we've got a red light on it, but it does seem, it just seems brighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brightening.
Oh, definitely.
It's a very strong sense of presence with this gentleman. Gosh, wow. Why? So many visible changes again on the medium space.
The neck seems to just get larger and then quite long again. Just keeps changing, it's fluctuating.
Yes. And also energy profoundly again around the closed eyes. As if almost as if eyes want to open on the top of closed eyes. Oh wow.
I feel more just energy as this keeps.
There's a strange sound from the breathing as well.
Totally
Almost
different,
like two breaths.
I find the breathing quite therapeutic though.
Yeah. And the honesty is it's not just what we see, but it's how we feel the spirit enter our room. It's like being pulled into a nice warm soup, isn't it?
It's like a big hug.
It's like a big pull.
Which is quite significant changes, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all very, normally they start with the voice more, but this evening it's more to do with the visible phenomena.
That's amazing.
We're stretching our legs. You need to push on there to the next page.
I find it.
The next phase.
Okay.
Careful what you wish for. You're experiencing some change, I understand. You have an expression, I believe, about omelets and eggs. Do not to be very sorry, we apologise if it caused any disturbance to you. You have to make you vibrate energetically at a higher range, higher frequency, in order for you to become more aware, to be able to move forwards and evolve, which is what you've all asked for.
Yes.
Yes.
So thank you.
It amuses me when you thank me for your distress.
Then no pain, no gain.
They've been spanked by the headmaster and saying, "Thank you, sir." Very good spanking, thank you.
He looks so much younger with a dark head of hair at the moment.
You're well young tonight.
Oh, look at those spirit eyes. Wow. Can you see? I don't know. The spirit eyes?
Do you see me?
Yes.
Yes, we see you.
Yes, I can. Wow. Wow, yes, I can. It's something, isn't it?
Wow.
Now,
Sorry.
it is a significant day today.
In what way, Bernard?
It is a significant day today. I will try to speak more clearly for you.
Thank you. Why is that, Bernard?
This is not Bernard.
Oh, can we ask him why, sir?
You may call me HG.
HG. What? Can you tell us what that stands for?
No.
So where's Bernard tonight, HG?
In ways here, obviously, we were part of a collective blending.
Yes.
But the energy's changing, you see.
Yes.
It was an easier fit for me to come forward. It's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yes.
But the energetic frequencies of the instrument must be matched by the energetic frequencies of the group in order to blend with you and come forwards and speak.
Yes. So is this a move upwards?
We beg your pardon.
Is it to move upwards?
Oh yes, of course, always progression.
He will be pleased.
Yes. It is a significant milestone today.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
Well, he's worked long and hard, hasn't he?
Only 30 years.
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, HG. Will we see more of you?
Yes, well, I'm always here, of course, listening, being part of the blending, being part of the energetic frequency coming through. So as we all are, we just rotate to whichever mouthpiece fits best on the day.
Yes. Are you there to produce physical phenomena?
Yes, that is our goal.
Yes.
That is part of why all the changes, you see.
Yes.
Part of why you are seeing more this evening.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
We need to stretch and push and do a lot more so that I can speak in my own voice, not through this voice box.
Okay. Yes. So for a direct voice
You
box,
would call it that, yes, an ectoplasmic voice box.
that would be amazing.
That is what we wish to achieve.
Yes.
Well, if we can manifest the ectoplasmic voice box, then we can manifest anything that we want.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's why we had to make some adjustments to the poor boy.
I think he's had a bit of a tough time, HG.
Well, yeah, as we are aware, he's been kind of climbing the walls and pulling his hair out somewhat. But we're blending very gently this evening.
Yes. Oh wow, I can see Raymond's energy over the eyes. Wow.
Has anybody else noticed a light underneath the trumpet?
Yes. Oh yeah, it's getting brighter and
it's
so it dies again.
It's flashing.
Yeah, it's been doing that all evening.
That's great.
We are so pleased you can see that.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
It requires a great deal of concentration on our behalf.
Yes. It's like flashing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
If you look directly at it, it goes darker, don't
It
it?
does, yeah.
Would you like the light down, HG?
Yes, a little bit more,
Yes.
I think, would certainly help the effect.
Is that enough?
Yes, that's excellent, thank you. You'd be more impressed if we turned it down, of course, wouldn't you?
I think I've got my ears blocked.
One step at a time, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
That's all we can do. I'd love to hear HG's original voice through a voice box.
Yes.
Wow.
We can change this very slowly this evening,
Yes.
in light of recent traumas, shall we call them.
Yes. Looking after the needy.
Yes.
I can visibly see so many changes on the face.
Yes.
Wow. Is this your face, HG, or the faces of guides?
There are many of the collective and guides rotating through, which is why you see so many different faces.
Yeah.
Many of your trans mediums only show one or two faces, usually of their own guide,
Yes.
whereas we are a sizable group of spirits, which is why there is effectively more power.
So could I ask you a question, HG?
You know,
We see a lot of faces, they flicker through at quite a speed, quite a rate.
like speed dating, I think you call it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I did wonder, because not all of the collective have incarnated on Earth,
Correct.
in other dimensions, would we see some? And I'm not sure if I saw something,
Correct, you are seeing alien form to yourselves.
Gosh, wow.
so I did see them earlier.
It is merely the last incarnation that that particular spirit entity had. But we have had many incarnations in many different dimensions and many different worlds. But it is still you, the spirit inside. In which dimensional physical reality you jump into for your next existence is irrelevant, really. It is still you, the spirit inside. It does amuse us with your talk of aliens. You're all aliens.
Bernard said.
There's no difference between the spirit in one alien, as you would call them, and the spirit inside yourself.
So it's just different experiences, different
You're just
lessons to
jumping into
learn.
different fancy dress suits to go and play in a different world. What is the difference? Each of you is a part of God.
Just trying to take that in. So, are you saying that we have all had the experience of being in other dimensions in a non-human form?
Most of you, yes.
Okay, so not everyone, but some.
Not everyone chooses to. Some people tend to focus in one dimension.
Yes.
And they'll continue, when they've enjoyed themselves so much, they'll continue to reincarnate in that one type of world. When others of you will get bored once you've left around a bit and tried different things and say, let's go and try something new. With a whole different set of dynamics, of course, with different gravitational, different creatures, different bodies, different cultures.
So can I ask something? Because I have seen like an alien face smile at me with my eyes closed very clearly at night, and I don't understand what I'm seeing or why.
And again, it will be someone who cares for you deeply.
Yes.
Do you feel any sense of panic, for example? No, of course you do not. You feel loved, do you not?
Yes, very much so.
You're as confused as you as to why it is alien to your appearance.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
So yes, it is as we have discussed.
Oh wow.
It is making you aware, you see. It will be one of your guides.
Yes.
But you have several.
Oh, okay.
It will be one of your guides showing themselves in alien form to stretch your mind a bit further, you see.
Yes, I
So that you have the warm, loving feeling from your guide and feel safe.
Yes,
Yet are witnessing something that would normally fill you with terror.
that's right.
I know.
Wow, fascinating. Wow, look at this face changes, my gosh. Does anyone have a question they wish to ask?
Can I ask something? May I ask something, please?
Yes.
Is it possible to have flashes of future events?
Yes, very much so, because your future is not linear, you see. You assume that you grow up, you die, you're born again into the next existence, but you do not. Time is not linear at all. You may move forwards in time and backwards in time. You may reincarnate in other existences, other dimensions, and other time periods. So of course you may have flashes of what you would call the future, but it's not really the future, for time is circular, not linear.
So if an event happens in what I would say is my present, and I recognise it as something that I've already seen before.
Yes,
Is
this
that
is
the
your
same
deja
thing?
vu, isn't it?
Yes.
I think you've asked me this before, and I'm joking.
Oh, sorry.
I'm joking.
Oh, felt that one.
I do beg your pardon. Yes, because all time modes exist simultaneously. Time is a very difficult concept to get your mind around when you have a meat suit, as I call it. When you have a body and you measure time by your decay. And therefore you cannot conceive time as any other way than growing older. But all time existences exist at the same point.
So these visions and things that I see, do they have any specific meaning, or are they just random?
But they could resonate with you, could be one of your other selves. Or your higher self can support different versions of yourself in different time zones simultaneously. So you may have one of your cells living slightly ahead of you, or you can get out of phase in your sleep patterns and travel through time and see what tomorrow holds.
Oh,
Particularly if you are anxious about what may happen the next day.
yes.
So you may skip forwards to see what tomorrow holds, to put your mind at rest.
Yes, yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
And then when it catches up with you, you have this deja vu moment.
Yes, that's right.
When you say, I knew she was about to say that, but I don't know how I knew.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
HG, can I ask something, please?
Yes, of course.
In the past 2 weeks, I've had some very, very strong and powerful healing from Claire. Is that part of her being part of this group? Is her power growing?
Yes, all of you are evolving. All of you are starting to vibrate at a higher frequency now. As part of your awakening, part of your transition, part of your moving forwards. So you're amplifying your connection, your ability to channel. So naturally your healing gift will also be accelerated as part of that.
Thank you.
That brings me to the question. A lot of people within the group are suffering like really difficult times in life, more perhaps than they have before, and also suffering mentally and with anxiety. And the question is this because we're going through a shift in vibrational frequency or not?
It is indeed, we have mentioned it before. It is beginning now in earnest, where your vibrational energy is changing, and that causes anxiety because you now start to feel very different and unsettled within yourself. Many of you are also being tested on your ability to let go and trust.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the face of hardship and adversity.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You know, these experiences can be quite hard and scary.
Yes, but you have chosen to incarnate during this transitional phase for the joys and wonders that are to come.
So, will it mean that this difficult time will start to improve?
Oh yes, quite rapidly so. You'll begin to see from this moment on, as I say, today is a significant moment.
Wow, for us all as well.
Will it change because we are learning to let go? And
Yes, for you are beginning to trust.
Yes.
And to a degree you have no choice.
Yes.
Correct. That's so true.
When you're
Yes,
reaching
so
the
true.
point where you have to surrender.
Yes. Yes.
And in the surrendering is when the God force really comes home for you
Oh, thank
in
you.
your faith and trust. It is not easy, we know.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
For we share empathetically all of your highs and lows. For we blend with you, we are connected with you. So we feel everything you feel.
That leads me to a question that was asked by someone else outside of the group, because if we're all part of God, having an experience for God, the question is, why then do we suffer so greatly in that God has experienced this 1,000,000 times over of suffering?
Yes, that is a very good question. If each of you is a slice of God, why must you suffer so?
Yes.
It is because you are given individuality as part of your journey. And even though you are a slice of God, each of you is effectively like a mini-God within the whole.
Mm-hmm.
So that each of you has the God force within you, but that God force wants to experience itself through you. And just because one of you has suffered the path does not mean you will endure it in the same way. You may react differently. The severity may be completely different. Some people will fail completely and some others will flourish and look at adversity in the eye and say, not today, not me, I'm stronger than this. So even though the lesson may be the same, the reaction may be very different. And also there is a collective consciousness shift where you are learning to act as one, even though you feel individual. You are starting to understand the reality of your position. And by giving you all the same lessons, you will start to share.
Yes.
Share in adversity, share in that pain through empathy, but also share in the joy. Sharing in the joy is easy, is it not?
Yes.
A bit like a football team, say.
Yeah.
When your side scores a goal and you all cheer.
Mm-hmm.
That's very easy.
Yes.
So that is why you must all go through similar lessons, where you all react differently.
Mm-hmm.
But there are collective lessons you see also. With the ascension that has begun, your vibrational energy changing now is part of that.
Does that mean that sort of past traumas, past emotions that you haven't resolved within the self have to come to the surface at this time?
Yes, there is a degree of that. Shedding of old wounds.
Yeah.
In order to vibrate at a higher frequency, you cannot have any heavy weights slowing you down, you see, no dents in your armour.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a suitable analogy for you. It is a little bit like an engine. In order for the engine to roar at full flight, you cannot have any stiff bits inside that are not flowing properly.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know we're going
And your engine is completely emotionally driven.
Yeah.
But your body functions in response to your emotions and feelings.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to attempt to go to a deeper level now.
Full black beard.
Yeah.
Briefly in there.
Oh gosh. You see that face?
Jeez. You see a white glow on the neck and all?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen that all evening. He's been talking.
Yeah.
Flashy. Like,
Wow. I think that's the most I've ever seen. A lot of white energy around the eyes. It's almost just like a moving, blobby energy that changes and changes and
Yeah.
changes.
It's constantly shifting, isn't it? Shifting and
Yeah.
shifting.
Yeah. That's something else.
It's amazing.
It's almost like he's disappearing a little bit. Like,
just see male faces. I only see
Yes.
male faces.
No, I've seen a woman tonight.
all I can see now, I don't know if it's just me, it's just like a glow.
Same.
I can't see any features.
No, it's just
Yeah,
like
it's
a
always
ball
network.
of energy.
Oh no, all the features have gone back. That's weird.
It's moving. It's
That's weird.
called-
Oh, it's moving a lot now. Wow.
The neck is thickened.
Yeah, yeah, and the head's bigger.
Yeah.
It's stomach.
Oh, definitely there's a whole change. I don't know, I can't even verbalize it. The trumpet's still sort of glowing and
It is.
flashing.
It's not stopped.
Is there any way that that could do that?
Yeah, it's just like flashing to say, yeah, I'm doing it.
I don't know, there's nothing to reflect off it, I don't
No. Look at it. Disco light.
think.
It's gone much lighter over here as
Yes.
well. And then there's a shadow appeared to the side of the medium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've got really, really cold again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, Jan. Like a shadow aside of the medium.
They've had the shadow there before, weren't they, where they were creating their voice box
Yeah.
in one of the early sessions, yeah.
It's almost like it's two heads.
Yeah.
Can anyone else see like energy on the second shelf behind the medium?
No, I can't see it from here.
No.
It's just like eyes.
We did see the purple light earlier though.
Yeah.
The flash, didn't we?
Is that
Behind you.
is in that in the glass jar, say, or just?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's on the second jar, the
It's
glass
I've been
jar.
looking at it the last about 10 minutes.
Oh, because the idea was that lights may sort within that, and
The
we'd obviously be able to
lights.
see them.
The little lights in it.
Yeah.
Is there really?
There's two little
Yeah,
lights
two
and they're
lights.
moving.
Oh, wow.
aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like green coloured, ain't they?
That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I don't know, it's the lighting, but it looks like the skin's like almost black.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Almost like the hands are almost charred.
However nice the lighting, but it seems to be.
His right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost
It's like
disappearing,
it's
isn't
been
it?
or something.
It was quite red earlier.
Yes.
Really red.
Yeah, it's true.
Eyes open.
Oh,
Oh, that's a lovely face.
Oh, hello.
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 Oh, wow.
My
Oh,
gosh,
goodness.
how beautiful.
Hello.
Wow.
The eyes are open. That's most amazing. So,
Oh, wow.
oh,
Hello.
How incredible.
Oh, wow.
look at that face.
Wow.
I almost want to cry.
It is emotional because it's so
It
beautiful.
is.
It's like the face goes to the side of his face sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
He's turned his head right round.
Yeah. Do we feel there's another blending taking place here?
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I think.
Like someone else wants to come through. Oh, look at those eyes open.
Oh, God.
Wow.
There's been a lot of eyes
It's
open
like
tonight,
the
isn't it?
face moves, like it is pure transfiguration because it's like the energies move slightly outside of the face, but you can still see a face from where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
So the glass is in the alcove, isn't it, behind,
Yeah.
just towards the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's sort of like a northern light effect.
Yeah.
isn't
Yes.
it?
Oh, really?
Exactly that, yeah.
More spirit eyes.
Oh yeah, wow.
Look at this. But the energy provides open eyes.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Yes, 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 yes. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Is everybody okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, good. Well, we've come to the end of time. I'm afraid. So we have to say God bless and good night.
Good
Oh,
night.
goodness, yes, good night.
And we give our thanks
We do
to
too.
you all, especially those who've been suffering.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.